World Wrestling Entertainment WWE is an American professional wrestling promotion. It is owned and operated by TKO Group Holdings, the majority-owned subsidiary of Endeavor Group Holdings, the global integrated media and entertainment company. WWE has also branched out into fields outside of wrestling, including film, football, and various other business ventures. The company is additionally involved in licensing its intellectual property to companies to produce video games and action figures. The promotion was founded in 1953 as the Capital Wrestling Corporation (CWC), a northeastern territory of the National Wrestling Alliance (NWA). Following a dispute, CWC left the NWA and became the Worldwide Wrestling Federation (WWF) in April 1963. After rejoining the NWA in 1971, the WWF was renamed the World Wrestling Federation (WWF) in 1979 before the promotion left the NWA for good in 1983. In 2002, following a legal dispute with the World Wildlife Fund, the WWF was renamed World Wrestling Entertainment (WWE). In 2011, the promotion ceased branding itself as World Wrestling Entertainment and began solely branding itself with the initials WWE. Prior to September 2023, the company's majority owner was its executive chairman, third-generation wrestling promoter Vince McMahon, who retained a 38.6% ownership of the company's outstanding stock and 81.1% of the voting power. The current entity, which was originally named Titan Sports, Incorporated, was incorporated on February 21, 1980, in South Yarmouth, Massachusetts, but reincorporated under Delaware General Corporation Law in 1987. It acquired Capital Wrestling Corporation Limited, the holding company for the WWF, in 1982. Titan was renamed World Wrestling Federation Entertainment, Incorporated in 1999, and then World Wrestling Entertainment, Incorporated in 2002. In 2023, its legal name was changed to World Wrestling Entertainment, LLC. WWE is the largest wrestling promotion in the world. Its main roster is divided into two touring brands, Raw and SmackDown. Its developmental brand, NXT, is based at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. Overall, WWE programming is available in more than 1 billion homes worldwide in 30 languages. The company's global headquarters is located in Stamford, Connecticut, with offices in New York, Los Angeles, Mexico City, Mumbai, Shanghai, Singapore, Dubai, and Munich. As in other professional wrestling promotions, WWE shows are not true contests but entertainment-based performance theater, featuring storyline-driven, scripted, and partially choreographed matches. However, matches often include moves that can put performers at risk of injury, even death, if not performed correctly. The predetermined aspect of professional wrestling was publicly acknowledged by WWE's then-owner Vince McMahon in 1989 in order to avoid taxes from athletic commissions. WWE markets its product as sports entertainment, acknowledging professional wrestling's roots in competitive sport and dramatic theater. In 2023, WWE began to explore a potential sale of the company, amidst an employee misconduct scandal involving McMahon that had prompted him to step down as chairman and CEO, although he returned as executive chairman. In April 2023, WWE made a deal with Endeavor Group Holdings, under which it would merge with Zuffa, the parent company of mixed martial arts promotion Ultimate Fighting Championship (UFC), to form TKO Group Holdings, a new public company majority owned by Endeavor, with McMahon serving as executive chairman of the new entity, and Nick Khan becoming president. The merger was completed on September 12, 2023. WWE's origins can be traced back as far as the 1950s when on January 7, 1953, the first show under the Capital Wrestling Corporation (CWC) was produced. There is uncertainty as to whom the founder of the CWC was. Some sources state that it was Vincent J. McMahon, while other sources cite McMahon's father Jess McMahon as founder of CWC. The CWC later joined the National Wrestling Alliance (NWA), and famous New York promoter Toots Mondt soon joined the promotion. Vincent J. McMahon and Toots Mondt were very successful and soon controlled approximately 70% of the NWA's booking power, largely due to their dominance in the heavily populated northeastern United States. In 1963, McMahon and Mott had a dispute with the NWA over Nature Boy Buddy Rogers being booked to hold the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Mott and McMahon were not only promoters but also acted as his manager and were accused by other NWA promoters of withholding Rogers making defenses in their cities versus only defending in Mott and McMahon's own cities, thus maintaining a monopoly on the world title. In a now infamous situation, the NWA sent former five-time world champion and legitimate wrestler Lou Thesz to Toronto to face Rogers on January 24, 1963. Thesz recalls this was not planned and prior to the match remembered telling Buddy, "We can do this the easy way or the hard way." Rogers agreed to lose the fall and title in a one-fall match versus the traditional 2 out of 3 fall matches that most world title matches were defended. Once word reached back to Mott and McMahon, at first they simply ignored the title change. From January until April 1963, Rogers was promoted as the NWA World Champion, or simply the World Heavyweight Champion, in their area. The Worldwide Wrestling Federation WWF was not an immediate creation after Rogers' one-fall loss to Thesz. Mott and McMahon both eventually left the NWA in protest and formed the WWF in the process. They brought along with them Willie Gilsenberg, longtime boxing and wrestling promoter in New Jersey. In April 1963, the WWF World Heavyweight Championship was created, with the promotion claiming that inaugural champion Rogers had won a tournament in Rio de Janeiro on April 25, 1963, defeating longtime Capital favorite Antonino Rocca in the finals. In reality, Rocca was no longer in the area, as he was working for Jim Crockett Sr. in the Carolinas. Rogers also had already suffered what would later be a career-ending heart attack on April 18 in Akron, Ohio, and was in an Ohio hospital during the time the alleged tournament took place. Rogers lost the championship to Bruno Sammartino a month later on May 17, with the promotion beginning to be built around Sammartino shortly after. In June 1963, Gilsenberg was named the first president of the WWF. Mott left the promotion in the late 1960s, and although the WWF had previously withdrawn from the NWA, McMahon quietly rejoined in 1971. The WWF was renamed the World Wrestling Federation WWF in 1979. Thanks for watching SUBScribe and like the video.